Barbecue King Unleashed. So, last summer, my family and I were having our usual weekend barbecue at my Uncle Larry's house. Uncle Larry has always prided himself on his grilling skills. He's the guy who spends an entire winter reading up on new techniques and trying out different marinades. But this time, he seemed to be taking it to a whole new level. As we gathered in the backyard, I noticed a strange glint in his eye and a hint of something fluttering behind him. It turned out he had fashioned himself a cape out of an old picnic blanket. "It's for dramatic effect," he proclaimed, striking a pose that reminded me more of a kid playing superhero than a seasoned grill master. Things took an even odder turn when he unveiled his latest grilling accessory, a scepter he had made from an old curtain rod with a spatula duct taped to the end. He waved it around with the kind of authority typically reserved for royalty or traffic cops. We were all trying to hold in our laughter as he declared himself the Barbecue King. He even went so far as to insist on being addressed as Your Majesty every time someone wanted a burger. My cousin Tim leaned over and whispered, "I didn't realize grilling came with a monarchy," as Uncle Larry continued his royal duties. Despite the theatrics, Uncle Larry's grilling was actually on point. The burgers were perfectly cooked, the sausages had just the right amount of char, and he even managed to grill some veggies without turning them into charcoal. But the pièce de résistance was when he announced he would perform the Flame Kiss of Destiny, a move that involved tossing salt into the grill to create a burst of fire. As the flames leapt up, he threw his head back and cackled like a mad scientist, but instead of fear, all we could muster was sheer amusement. Finally, as the sun began to set and the last of the grilled corn was being devoured, Uncle Larry took a deep bow, cape fluttering in the evening breeze. He looked at us, grinning, and said, "You may all rise and applaud the Barbecue King." My dad, never missing a beat, stood up and said, "Well, Larry, you've certainly raised the stakes today." The backyard erupted in laughter, and even Uncle Larry couldn't help but chuckle at the crowning pun of the day.